have been playing Awaken Chaos Era for what, like, I want to say 2 weeks now. Honestly, I feel like it's definitely over a week and a half. It's probably closer to a month now at this point. Doesn't feel like it's been a month because we haven't really been pushing to make progress, only at level 35. But a lot of us are feeling the same ways. Like, this is going to get, all of our progress is going to get wiped before the full release because we're in the final beta right now. So all of our progress is going to get wiped before the full release. So we're like just playing casually, like not building a whole bunch of 6 stars, trying to rush for everything, trying to farm for a whole bunch of gear, just like playing casually, see how we feel about the game. And I've been trying to gauge throughout the past couple weeks how I feel about the game. Like, is it going to be successful when it comes out? I mean, I feel it's going to be at least somewhat successful, but is this going to be like are there going to be a lot of people that actually start playing the game, continue playing the game? Is this going to be a massive success, or is it going to be like most mobile games where it's like, oh, it just fizzles out after a while? I feel like it's got a lot of potential. That's what I'm trying to gauge. And I'm like, okay, they do a greedy thing and then they push back on the greedy thing. They're like, let's not be so greedy. And I'm like, I don't know, because I often feel the same way about this that I feel about a lot of gameloft games when they first come out, like Dungeon Hunt Champions, Lego Legacy. I'm like, oh, this got so much potential. It's going to do so well. So people are going to play it. And then, like, Gameloft, this is not Gameloft, this is Century Games. So Gameloft, when they do a game that's got potential, they just they release it and then they ruin it shortly afterward. There's like no marketing, no effort. We're gonna leave things unbalanced. We're gonna like just do. They like shoot themselves in the foot. They like cut off their own head. I'm like, Gameloft, why'd you work so hard on it then if you're going to just like ruin it after that? Thankfully, this is not Gameloft, so I don't know really how well Century Games deals with that. I've been trying to actually email them I emailed them several times over the past week plus now at this point. It's been over a week that I've been trying to get in touch with them, trying to email them, didn't hear back from them, tried to email again, try to email again, try to email again. One of these days I'm going to actually hear back from them. I'm just trying to get some collaboration with them. I'm trying to like see what their thoughts are. I'm trying to get some communication with the dev team if at all possible. But it seems to be very challenging to reach out to them. I didn't hear back from them either way. But yeah, I've been trying to gauge on some of these things. I know that there was an event that actually is not even here anymore that people were complaining about. I didn't actually see the complaints of what they were complaining about, but like the event was a little bit too greedy. Like Raid Shadow Legends, which is of course similar to Awaken Chaos Era, they like to do the events that makes it very, very difficult. Like you basically, if you do the math, you're like, if I saved up for 3 months, all my resources, I can do this event and be successful. If I didn't save all my resources for 3 months, I'm gonna have to spend a bunch of money to actually do this whole event. So I think one of the events that is no longer here, they like started to go for like the Raid Shadow Legends kind of progression in it, and then people pushed back, and then they did one of these things. We're doing summons, by the way. I know I totally didn't even talk about the summons, but yeah, the tests will still run until October 8th. So we have a little bit longer for this, but they did where is it? Not this one. I don't even know what this is supposed to be from. But this one, event is to be deleted. Champion Gear Enhancement event was not very well received. It was a Raid Shadow Legends event, right? So a lot of the things in here are not super, it seems like, yeah, they want to make money, of course, but like doesn't seem super greedy. But I'm trying to see like, some games, when they are in beta, they don't seem super greedy, and then they come out fully, and then they're like, you do the math and the mechanics of it, you're like, I can't make any progress without spending money. So it seems like they did actually pay attention to community feedback, and then they just removed the event, and hopefully they continue. Maybe I should try to get a Twitter and contact them on Twitter or something like that, because maybe that's easier. I've been trying to just email their official emails, but I have not heard anything back from that. But it seems like they're actually at least paying enough attention to the community of like, oh, people were not happy with this. Let's take that criticism and let's go with it. And they actually did. Like, this is a decent amount of crystals. This is a decent amount of, what is this? Element summoning chest. Okay. Diamonds. That's a lot of oopsies. That's a lot of like, we're sorry, don't hate us, goodies. That actually is. That is quite a decent. But I mean, the thing is, to play devil's advocate is like, well, this is all going to get deleted in a week anyway. So it's like, they're like, yeah, let's give them some really good stuff. Let's make them feel really good about us. Build a lot of confidence, because it's just going to get deleted anyway. So, yeah, so I'm just still trying to get, so they could really give us as much as they wanted to, and it really wouldn't impact it in the long term, aside from like, make people feel really good about it, and then be like, yeah, but they still gotta buy it again in the when the game actually comes out. So anyway, yeah, I've been just trying to gauge how I feel about this because I feel like the game actually has a lot of potential, but I guess we'll see. I really just want to see if they're gonna pull a gameloft or they're not, but it seems like they're actually taking some feedback. Pulling gameloft. Gameloft's gonna be like, listen to that. They're like, yeah, we don't appreciate you saying pulling a gameloft, buddy. And my response to that would be like, yeah, well, do some marketing, and they ruined they ruined enough games. I think I'm allowed to say it at this point. Gameloft, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm still salty about that. We're doing summons. This is a summon video. We're doing summons. I just wanted to get that off my chest, right? And mention that I have been trying to get in touch with Anna. No, I haven't been trying to get in touch with Anna, but I have been trying to get in touch with. Oh my god, I feel like we're gonna do so many of these summons. Yeah, but I did want to mention that I've been trying to get in touch with them. Also, something that I did not. Was that 9% crit rate? That was a lot of crit rate. I feel like we can min-max, because, I mean, it gives you crit rate when you, it gives you, like, over here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It gives you crit rate. For example, I'm working on him. I'm working on my glyphs for him. It gives you crit rate in these glyphs. I mean, he's got speed and resistance. Oh, I wanted to do that. It gives you crit rate here, is what I'm saying. The more you upgrade their glyphs, the more crit rate you'll get from that. So I feel like between that and the crit rate subs, I feel like I wouldn't even go for the crit rate set. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But that was a 9. Wait, where was that? Hold on. I didn't say I didn't say I got good gear. Yeah, let's go change this. Or I mean, we do have some gear. Yeah. Oh, 6% crit. I was looking at the defense. 9% crit rate. Anyway, oh, this is despair. Okay, cool. I mean, this is equivalent to despair. Also, my face is in the other spot. I feel like it's better. He's not actually geared up to be used in anything. I just started to build him. He's not being used in any dungeons or anything. So I actually think this is a really nice unit. But I already talked about him. We don't really have to talk about him any right now. Let's go back to, where are we, over here? Doing our little summons. Yeah, I just want to, oh my god, I don't want to do every single one of these. No, I don't want to do every single one of these. Do I really have to do? I really don't even care what we get. Can I just do all of these at the same time? I wish I could do all of these at the same time. This is gonna take forever to do. Okay, so another thing that I would like to mention, for comments on the beta is it would be nice for us to be able to use these at the same time. Although they do allow us to do that with the glyph one that we just did earlier. They do actually allow us to. What do we get here? 3-star. They do actually allow us to use all of those at the same time. So Celine. Other thing before we get too much into that, I keep forgetting that I want to mention this. Another thing that I kind of glanced over in this because I'm just used to it being a thing in all of the other mobile RPG kind of gotcha things, is let's talk about the ladies in here. Let's talk about the ladies and their personality. So in this one, I really didn't notice. It's not what's there, it's what's missing. But I appreciate this, which it feels like as a male, I should be looking at mobile gacha RPG games and be like, oh, show the boobs, right? Let's be real, show the boobs, right? So they do have cleavage in here, but versus other games, like there are some games that are excessive, right? There are some games that are excessive, like for example, like showing crotch shots and things like that, or like they're basically their outfit, like crazy jiggle physics, and their outfit is like a napkin, the equivalent of a napkin. So I mean, yeah, there's a little here and there, there's a little cleavage here and there, but it's not. I mean, it's kind of. It's not excessive, right? It's not like, look, she's covered. It's nothing too crazy. This girl, she's very covered. I know I shouldn't be like, wow, I'm pleasantly surprised and pleased that women are covered, but I'm like, I just feel like in so many of these games, it's just like, Boobs, 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 boobs. Hey, you're a guy. This is what you want to see. Boobs. Here's the boobs. And then like, no, but I want gameplay. And they're like, but here's boobs instead. I'm like, they just cover up the fact that there's no gameplay with show excessive cleavage. And I appreciate the fact that there's, I mean, look at this guy. He doesn't have, oh no, he's got the cleavage. He's just completely bare chested. But look at this. Not excessive cleavage. I mean, she's not a super top tier unit, but not excessive cleavage there. They could have stuck some extra cleavage. But like, look at this. This is all fairly as far as mobile gacha RPGs are concerned. This is all fairly tasteful. I was gonna click on him. I'm like, this is not. Well, you never know. But yeah, this is fairly. I feel this is fairly tasteful. Look, there's a lot of coverage there, and I don't know. It's just something that I noticed today, actually. That's probably, I guess people are probably pretty polarized. Some people are going to be like, no, I wish there was more cleavage, right? I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate the fact that it's not just cleavage for the sake of cleavage to try to, like, get guys to be like, oh, play this game, spend money, because boobs. Right? And like, oh, we're not going to give you any actual gameplay. And like, they're like, no, we made a game. It's got gameplay. We put effort into the animations, effort into the story, effort into a lot of stuff. And also, we covered up the... Oh, they want to reward... so I say something nice to them, and they reward with a legendary unit. Okay. No, I mean, I'll keep complimenting... You won't keep giving me legendary units, I'll keep complimenting you. Okay. They're like, we're glad that you agree. Hey, XP Jelly. You need so much. Like, I was looking at some of these cards. Not that I was going to buy them or anything, but I was looking at... Limited shop? Is that the one I was looking at? Like, these monthly growth packs? I'm like, XP Jelly, like, 100,000. I'm like, that's nothing. Like, I am not necessarily enticed to buy this, because I'm like, I'm going to go through that in... I'm going to go through all of this in, like, a matter of 30 seconds. So I was like, that doesn't really entice me to be like, yeah, let's spend money on this. Let's just do the regular pulls, because I've been already talking way too much. Let's do our free summon. I did another summon video. I don't know if I'm going to even upload. We got legendary stuff, but I don't even know if I'm going to upload it. So let's do 10 pulls. 10 pull. Let's see some juicy stuff from our 10 pulls. Also, I turned the audio on the game today. For whatever reason, I wasn't doing that before. Hey, we got will.i.am. Lols. Let's see what else we got. We can do... I don't think it gives you any benefit to, like, picking up the 10s, 10 at the same time, does it? Which one is this? Harbig. We already have him. Own 1,000... Oh, we got a thing. An achievement for owning 1,000 heroes, which we... I don't think... I don't know if that's good or bad. Nathalia. We already have her, don't we? Yeah, we do, because it would say new if we didn't. Hey, we got will.i.am again. Let's do... Yeah, let's go to this. This. No. This. How many do we still have? Oh, 28. Oh, my goodness. Okay. That's fine. We'll just do some more. How many summons was that altogether? I don't know, like 50? Something like that? I wasn't paying enough attention to the amount. And a Chris. I don't even know what specifically I'm... You know what? I would like some skills for the dot unit. To upgrade her to C6 lulz. You guys like which dot unit? Oh! This is new! Crazed Urzag. This is new. Okay, let's see what he does, actually. So he's an attacker. He's got some defense. He's got A rank crit rate. When rage, every time an ally uses ability, grants a bonus turn of 5 rage. Ignore defense to this character for 1 turn. Okay. 50% defense ignored. This is increase in damage taken. This is okay. AoE. Remove 1 pos. Oh, so an AoE strip. What is his speed? Oh, what is his speed after he's upgraded is the real question. 140% damage to an enemy. Damage scales with the enemy's lost health. Okay. Ability cooldown. Wait. But it's only one. Well, that's a lot of damage. That is potentially a lot of damage on ignored defense. Potentially a lot of ignored defense damage. Oh, this is a light unit too. So, yeah. It's the fact, because I was like, it's single target, and it's a long cooldown. Like, that's a long cooldown for a single target. I like this bloodshed skill better than this last skill. But I mean, he does ignore defense. I guess this is probably strong even with the, like, the first skill, like the basic skill. So let's just purchase all. I'm just going crazy since it's the beta. I'm like, you know what? It's gonna get wiped anyway. May as well just go crazy. This is why I haven't pushed to upgrade levels or anything. Cause I'm just like, hey, we'll just buy premium packs. It's not a premium pack. I have her 5-starred, so I guess we'll just feed her an upgrade. So, GG game. Oh, thank you. More summon crystals. Oh, more summon crystals. Oh, there we go. There we go. I noticed this, though. I noticed this. They'll give you, like, they condition you. They'll give you a freebie. They'll give you a freebie, click claim, and then you're like, oh, when a thing pops up, it's a good thing. And then you're like, your brain is conditioned to, it's not just this game that does that, but it's, there have been more games that have started to do that lately because they notice that every time there's pop-ups, we just close out of them instead of looking at them. We're like, oh, it's pack pop-ups, close that, pack pop-ups. So they started like popping up in just games in general have started doing this more. Pop up some things, just free things or like interesting things that you like want to actually pay attention to, and then they're like, and then here's the third one is a pop-up of something that's not a freebie, right? So sneaky. They're like, well, we got to do it to get you to pay attention to the packs. We got to make money somehow. I'm not against spending money on mobile games or games in general or anything. I think people work hard on the games. I just want it to be like reasonable. Like that's all I'm really saying about like I feel that mobile gaming microtransactions should be reasonable. Also, this new event is actually not that crazy. I was thinking about it, like I saw it pop up. I was like, oh, let's do this. Let's start working on upgrading things. And I'm like, these are not evenly spaced apart. First off, is one thing that I want to mention. It's 200, 400, so it goes up by 200, goes up by 200, goes up by 200, and this last one's like it goes up by 1,000. But you can actually see the see your progress over here. This I think is a better gauge of the progress, but it's actually not that crazy hard. If you make like a couple 6-stars, if you upgrade a couple things to 5-star and then upgrade like 2 6-stars after that, that should basically cover all of them. And then, because we get 1,000 points over there, and then you can go to Magic Pass, and that also is a thing over here. Promote 2 heroes to 6 stars, and you get a little pumpkin man for that, a little jack-o'-lantern for that. So that is another thing over there. So it kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Is like, I mean, that's just generally a thing that is nice to pay attention to in these mobile games. In general, is like if there's events that give you free resources, like that's kind of how you are able to play for free and still get all the resources and still compete, is just focus on the things that there's events for and free goodies for, and do those instead of just doing random whatever you feel like, right? So anyway, oh, we got a couple more summons. I was gonna say that's it for this one, but we have 3 whole more summons, guys. It's gonna be 3 nothings, but I'll take 3 skill ups for things that we don't need any more Connor skill ups because we're plenty skilled up for him. I need some skill ups for whatchamacallit. I need some skill ups for this girl. Or I guess I don't because it's going to get wiped in a week anyway, so I may as well just mess around and do whatever. But we have Ascension Health plus 15. I suppose that works. And then if we completely upgrade her, what is the other ones? I know this one is just a little bit of everything. Yeah, health, attack, and defense, just a little bit of everything. This one is defense. This one is speed. The speed one is the important one. Speed is always important. So yeah, some of these are more important than others, especially like, for example, if you're upgrading a damage dealing unit, then speed and attack power is going to be very strong. Like, for example, the first one? Yeah, the first one's attack power. So this first ascension and then the fourth ascension are going to be very strong. Also, generally, like the extra traits, the trait upgrades are going to be strong. But then, like for the health, if you're just going for like a speedy nuke team, then the health and the defense aren't going to be like that, like as important, right? So you kind of like, you don't really need to go crazy on some of these. Some of these are just like, oh, as long as I get the most vital ascensions, then that's really the thing that matters. I mean, if it's something like this, it's like you just upgrade the crap out of Joseph because it's so easy, or Connor or something like that, but or Zachary. But some of them you don't really have to go too crazy. Like trying to, if it's a legendary unit, you might not have to go too crazy trying to like completely ascend it. But anyway, that's it for this one. I've already talked way too much. Just wanted to get some thoughts out on like what my ideas are for Awaken KSR, because I think it's got some potential, but I'm still trying to gauge. I'm like, is this worth me? Because like when I say it's potential, like I'm like, are they going to like really push hard on trying to do advertising for the game and make this a decently sized mobile RPG and get this on like the top, I don't know, maybe like the top 20 mobile RPG games on the app stores? Or are they just going to be like, because I feel like that's where they're going with this. Like, why else would they do so many betas unless they're trying to make like a solid game? So I'm like, if they're going to, you know, invest in it, then maybe I want to invest my time in making more videos on this. So anyway, when it finally comes out. But anyway, that's it for this one. I'm going to shut up now. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you guys enjoying Awaken Chaos Air as well. That's it for this one. I will see you as always in the next one.